What's up, guys? We had a great lower body intensity session here. Had some other guys come out and stop by. We had Sean O'Keefe. Sean has some very tight hips, but I wish I could work with him more. But he's heading off. I believe he actually headed off today. I'm recording this the day after we trained. But Sean O'Keefe's a great guy. Military dude, just graduated college. And then we have Dr. Jeff Lewis stopping in. Dr. Jeff's got his own practice in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. He's worked extensively with Major League Baseball, and he's also was with the Browns in the NFL. He's just a wealth of knowledge. Then we also had Matt coming in today. And what we did today was, this is our intensity day, so our heaviest day of the microcycle. We have a 10-day microcycle. We toggle between a volume day, a dynamic day, and an intensity day. That intensity day on the third wave turns into a true max effort wave. But we stay with the same exercises for 3 waves. Just a little different way to do concurrent training. So it's like conjugate, but with a very block emphasis. But we started out with 4 sets of 3 speed work on the safety squat bar with a pause. And we had it hooked up to the OVR. I was hitting it 0.76. I believe my highest was maybe like a 0.78 that day. And Matt, before, you guys saw him laughing because he hit 3.67s in a row. And actually on the next set, he hit another 6.7 on his first. I think he was doing it on purpose. Not gonna lie. The middle schoolers would be happy. You can see now we're moving on to our 3 singles. This is just basically like wave 1 is like acclimation. But that wasn't nearly as fast as I wanted it to be. It was like 0.51 or something, but that's all right. You can see Sean, very tight hips. Would like to be able to work with him more, but he's heading off. Best thing for him to do would probably be just squat to a box for a little while, build up some confidence getting down there. Dr. Jeff slapped a 5 on. From his speed work, he stayed a little bit lighter, but he hadn't squatted for a good while, so he was happy about this. This is Matt coming in, 460, solid pause. Good stuff from Matt. It's a great lift for him. We're building his squat. His squat is definitely going up. We're gonna do our next meet in wraps too, so we're gonna have some PRs. Here's a top set 520. 520, I believe it was 0.48. And so good pause. Strong. I felt pretty strong there. But we'll continue to build on that next wave. It's that quote-unquote speed work for 4 sets of 3. We will be definitely going heavy. It turns more into like volume work, so the fatigue is going to be a little higher. And so since the fatigue is a lot higher, we might only take 2 singles, but those 2 singles need to be bigger jumps because we do want to handle more weight on our top sets, on our top singles in wave 2 that we did in wave 1. So maybe you might have to drop the amount of volume. Maybe you take 4 singles in wave 1 and only two singles in wave 2. But we did a little reverse band deadlift in here. Matt and I worked up to a top single because we're trying to get stimulated for the Lift Strong fundraiser deadlift competition here at the Underground Strength Gym. You see Matt hitting 2 angles on the 635 strong pull. I mean, those bands, when there was no weight on them, they were hovering just like a couple inches off the floor. I mean, so you could tell it was giving you 45 pounds at like only 2 inches off the ground. So, and then it dumps off really quick. So this was only felt about like a 7 on the fatigue scale, so 675. It got a little forward, but I was able to muscle through it. I think the good mornings in my training are really helping. Very smooth. Felt pretty strong, but I think that I'll definitely be able to pull over 7 on the 23rd. As I'm filming, this workout was on the, I believe the 9th, I believe, so, or 8th or the 9th, so after our squats and deadlifts, we went and did some trap bar carries. I like to do these suicide style, some ways you can do the trap bar carries. I've had a lot of success with like shorter, with higher sets, a little more volume, but like kind of like dynamic effort work, and it's a little heavier. And then I've also had a lot of success with longer duration. So on this one we go down half, back to starting point, down full, back half, back all the way down, and then back it all the way up. So with 315, that's pretty tough. I mean, the grip is getting lit up, but I mean, the goal would be able to do this would be to do this with 5 plates. And I don't know how you guys feel, but I adapt really quickly to the carries. And I just see a huge carryover in how they've built my frame. They've built my frame. One thing I was thinking about doing here is maybe on a volume day in the next block is doing like a trap bar, like with three plates, standing at the end, kind of like a complex deadlift plus carry. 5 deadlifts, carry it down to the end, 5 deadlifts, backwards walk it all the way to the back. And maybe the second set you did 4, and then 3, then 2, then 1. That would be pretty brutal. That would be awesome, though. Something like that. I mean, when I normally would do a hinge and then maybe 2 other assistance exercises for my hinge pattern, a day like that you probably wouldn't do that. You just, you're banging out all that, all those hinging reps, and then you're getting all your carry work in, so your abdominal training's through the roof. You're getting all kind of low back training. I just talked myself into that, so we're gonna put that in. That sounds awesome. But Sean O'Keefe freaking killing this, and that is it, guys. Great training. We'll see you next time.